Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three talking points. Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1 today at the City Ground. A brilliant away victory for the Toffees and absolutely superb. Isn't it great to just go away to a team that's doing really well this season, and third in the league, and beat them, and deserved it as well. It wasn't. I don't think. Well, it wasn't. No one, in my opinion. No one can really say Everton haven't deserved to win that game today. I thought we were the better side from the word go. We were the team on the front foot, had more possession, creating chances, albeit not great quality chances, but creating chances. And we knocked it round really well as well. And I thought it was a really assured, calm performance, and one that I think will fill a lot of Evertonians with hope for next season. Forest have been tremendous this season. And look at where they are for where they were last season. They weren't great last season. They finished way, way below Everton. But Nuno had got a system in place, and by the time the season started, they got a bit of momentum and built on. Got good players, don't get me wrong, but they built on that momentum, and they've had a great season, and it's brilliant to see. And they should be sort of the inspiration, I think, for a lot of clubs, and particularly our club. Listen, I don't expect Everton to be fighting for the Champions League place next season, of course, from where we are, but I do expect us to be far better than we've been this season. 2 defeats in 13 since David Moyes come in, and that's a hell of a run, really, in all fairness. So, let's see what we can achieve between now and the end of the season. But to go there to keep a clean sheet and to win the game is a brilliant result. Or, were they at the best? No, but I don't think Everton allowed them to get anywhere near the best. Were we at our best? No, I don't think we were. But we did play some really good football, and I'm quite really confident, to be honest, for next season that we'll be a much, much better side, and teams will have a real tough time of it next year when they play us. And it's, can we add the relevant quality? That's what it is. If we can add the quality where we need to add it, and we've got someone that can put the foot on it, then it's going to be a big season. But what a win today. Brilliant win. Obviously we'd had that break and came back with the derby defeat, but last Saturday against Arsenal, they didn't deserve to beat us either, and, it ended in a 1-1, but they've gone here today and got a brilliant result, and a great goal from Decore to win it at the end. So, outstanding. First thing I want to talk about is the use of the squad from David Moyes. I think he is starting to have a look at players now. And obviously wins like this mean that we're obviously guaranteed to be in the Premier League. With, teams below us should be flapping rather than us. And I don't think we are anyway. But that means that he can be looking ahead to next season. And it is a case of throwing the gauntlet down now to some of these players. Do you want to be at Everton next season? Are you good enough? And we're starting to see him play these players, get a chance. Brien's had a chance today, and I thought in the main he did quite well. I think the problem with him is if he's your out and out centre forward, are you going to get enough goals from him? The answer is probably no, because he likes to be involved in the game. So he drops off and likes to dribble. He's got a good touch. So it's a way of how can you incorporate him into your front players. Now that might be as a wide forward. Now, is he disciplined enough to run up and down the right? You'd have to see. It might be he's in and out. It might be he's right wide in a 4-3-3. It might be that Armando Broja's not even here next season. But I thought he did all right today. We had a little look at Irabunum last week. He hasn't been in for a while. Okay, didn't get on the pitch today, but he'd had 60-odd minutes last week. James Garner come back today. And to be fair, I should have mentioned it in my match reaction. I thought he did all right today. Thought he did quite well today, certainly defensively. Just picking things up in the midfield and worked hard. Dwight McNeil has come off the bench very late on and got an assist. So it'll be interesting to see how he performs under David Moyes. Nathan Patterson played 70-odd minutes last week, albeit as a left back. But at least he's on the pitch. So the players that we're getting back are getting some game time. And I think that's key. It's key for David Moyes. And I think he'll keep using the squad till the end of the season. I do think he'll mix it up a little bit between now and the end of the season. And it'll be a case of some players getting a go. And it'll keep the team fresh then, won't it, for when we've still got, 6 games to go. So it's a chance for the lads to really stake the claim, if you like, stake their claims for next season. So, I'm glad to see he's doing that. The second thing I want to talk about is the lack of quality higher up the pitch. I've mentioned it before, and I'm going to mention it again now, simply because I think today was a clear indication that there is loads and loads to be excited by moving forward. In terms of the way David Moyes has put the structure into the side, but yet still carrying a real threat, still we knock it round so much better than we did do under the last regime. We get forward, we try and win. Imagine us trying to win it that late under the last fella. It'd have been digging for a 0-0. But enough of that. And I think David Moyes is putting the right principles in place. What we're seeing is, if we had a bit of quality to go with everything else that he's instilled in the team, then you can start to look and go, this could actually be, we've got some good players. If we put some real quality or, explosive players in this team, it takes them up another level or two. I think when Alcaraz came on, now there'll be people who will say, well, Alcaraz can't really start, he's not disciplined, whatever. It's probably not loads, to be fair. You know what you're getting off the court, and things like that. Well, I think that'll probably be Alcaraz's best position where the court plays, but he'd come on instead of Njai off the left-hand side. But when he would pick the ball up, travelled with the ball, we look really, really threatening. And okay, one of them, he tried to slide up. It was the pass into Beto when he thought he might have got a penalty, as if Alcaraz should have shot. It opened up ahead of him. But when he's running with the ball like that, he's dancing around players. It changes us. It changes the way we play. It gives us an extra threat. And I think if we can get a few more like that into the squad, wide areas especially, we haven't got anyone in the wide areas. The manager touched on it yesterday in the press conference, said we've basically got no wide players. And he likes wide men, Moyes. But we need real explosive wide players, or players who are really good on the ball dribbling and who have an eye for goal, because there's just not many goals in this team. But I think you're seeing a real structure, you're seeing a real steeliness about the team, a real tactically well coached side. All of those components are in. Now can we add that extra little bit to get us over the line in games, or to just take us away from teams? That's what we need. And I'm really enthused by what I've saw at Anfield. We're close to getting something there. If, a couple of millimetres, Beto puts us one up. Same with the offside. If he's a millimetre onside, we're laughing. But I think there's a lot to be excited for next season. And my third and final point is about David Moyes. I don't think it can be stressed enough how good a job he's done since he come in. But it's also the mood change around the club. He's seen, just looking at him at the end there with the fans and his face, and you could tell this is his club, he loves it. Every win means way more here than what it did at his other clubs. You can just see it. And his determination to drive Everton back towards the top end of the league, and hopefully higher than that, is a key thing. Now, whether Everton get there or not, who knows? It seems a million miles away at the moment, but who knows? We just played the team who nearly got relegated last season, and they're going to be in the Champions League, you'd think, next season. So anything can happen in football. But I think David Moyes at the helm, with the new owners, setting a new direction for the football club, with Moyes setting them standards, driving them standards up. Why can't we be excited? And I think right now, he's absolutely the right man. He's done a brilliant job. He wasn't my first choice. I think I said that at the time. I love David Moyes. People know, whoever watched this channel, that I love David Moyes. I forgive him quickly for his way, what he did when he first went to United. That was forgotten very quickly by me, and moved on and really appreciated him and appreciated what he'd done. And I think, I've always wanted them to do well. So I wasn't like against him coming back. He just wouldn't have been my first choice, because in your mind you're thinking, get a young coach and he'll be with the team for 3 or 4, 5 years and he'll set the way you play, and because it was just really stale. But he's come in and it's been like a breath of fresh air, and also the comfort blanket bit as well, of course. But I think he's done an absolutely brilliant job, and the hard work will start in the summer, of course. I mean, the fact that we're 18 points clear of the relegation zone and he came in and we were 1, you know, is testimony to the job he's done since he come in, testament to the job he's done. But it's been so much more than that. We're playing some decent stuff at times, and he's just done a brilliant job. So fair play to him. He's been great. Hopefully he can drive up the standards in the football club, and that gets Everton back where we want it. Like you say, the recruitment in the summer is going to be key. But I am feeling excited, and I just thought it needed saying how much of a tremendous job the manager's done. So well done, Davey. There you go. They're my 3 talking points. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out the Match Reaction stuff. And most of all, have a fantastic weekend. Thanks for watching. See you later.